Brittany and I today are at Arches National Park, and we are doing the Fiery Furnace Trail. It's actually not really a trail, but it is a hike, and you do need a permit in order to be here. We stopped by the visitor center a couple days ago, and they gave us this permit that we have to have hooked on to us at all times while we're in here. In order to get the permit, it is $6 per person. You can also do a ranger-led hike in here, which is $16. The days that we're here, they have been sold out, and we didn't really want to do that anyway. So we paid the $6 per person. We had to watch a video, and then the rangers did a talk explaining the rules about being in here. It's different than a lot of hikes. You are not allowed to follow trails because the trails lead you off of where you're supposed to be. And so the trails have been created by people going off path. Instead, you're supposed to always stay on rocks. As you see, there are rocks all around. Or you can be in the washes where the water would be coming through anyway, because that disturbs the soil. Otherwise, there's the biological soil crust, which they try to preserve. And if you step on it, it takes hundreds or thousands of years to reestablish. And so that's kind of interesting, where most places say stay on the trail. Here they say don't follow trails. Another thing that we had to get was a toilet to go. I had never seen these before, but in here it says it has like antibacterial wipes or antimicrobial wipes, toilet paper, and it has instructions on how to set this up and go to the bathroom in it if you need to, and then it solidifies any liquids, and it has chemicals in there that keeps in any smells, and you can seal it up and then safely throw it away. Because if you were to try to dig a hole and go to the bathroom out here, the wind would blow the sand and it would just be uncovered, and so you're not allowed to do that. And since you can only walk in the washes, water would also be flowing through there, and so you can't do that. So we bought these just in case. We're really hoping it's something that can just stay in our hiking pack and we never have to use them. One other rule that they have here is that you have to keep your voice quiet and you cannot be near other hikers. So if we see other people where we're walking through, we have to stay back and give them space so that everybody in here can have their own personal, private visit of the area and see it for just what it is without being disturbed by others. So that's kind of cool too. We know that nobody's going to be in our way. We're not going to be in anybody else's way. Without a permit, you can see right up there behind me is a lookout. You can go there to see down into here and see the views, but you cannot hike down without a permit. The sign up at the top says it is a $500 fine and up to 6 months in jail if you come down here without a permit. So I wouldn't recommend that, but the permits are easy to get. We went in on Monday to get one, and they were sold out for Monday. They said we could have Tuesday or Wednesday. We're here on Wednesday because the weather's nicer. Yesterday was kind of rainy and windy. So hopefully today the weather stays nice for us. You can come in anytime between sunrise and sunset. So we're getting started shortly before lunch. There has been a little bit of wind. Right now it's not bad, and we're just still up at the top. As you could see, the lookout there, the car is just right up the hill this way, and we're just getting started, so we haven't even checked it out yet. So we'll go down and see what's down there. Here we are in this wash. It's kind of tough to tell, but here's a good example of where you are not supposed to follow a trail. There are a few footprints through here, but that's not where you're supposed to walk. And if you look at this on the ground, the darker parts are the biological soil crust that have been growing for thousands of years. And it's actually organisms that help bind the soil together. And one footstep kills it. And so that is not where we're supposed to go. So we're going to continue following this wash down and see where it leads us. Although this is not an actual trail, you can kind of go hike wherever as long as you're in the wash or on rock. But they do actually have one route that leads you through it if you can find it and stay on it. and they have markers, but you have to be able to find them. So we were just right down there. We hiked up here, and then we're going up this way, and the marker is right up there on the rock. So a little arrow about 3 inches by 1 inch, that you have to find those markers. You don't have to follow them. You can go wherever you want, but if you want to try to just follow the loop around and then explore off of there, but stay on the main loop, the markers are good to kind of show you which way you're supposed to be going, because it's very easy to get lost in here. They say lots of people do get lost, but they do eventually find their way out. In the orientation about this hike, they do say you will encounter lots of dead ends where you go, and this one was actually marked, but we wanted to come check it out anyway. So the trail just kind of ends, goes to nowhere. It's awesome to look around though and see what's around us. So we knew it was a dead end, but we're having fun checking it out and just exploring the whole place, and it's pretty awesome back here. Alright, we are down in this dark little cave thing. There's a light up there, so we're trying to climb up and see if we can possibly fit through. Backpack? Oh.
In my head.
Can you get out to daylight?
Yeah, I can. Can you ask the question?
Sure. We made it out of that hole. The trail we were coming on came right down here. We went out that way to the dead end, and then we came back. We had to come up here, get up onto these rocks, and then if we look over this way, there's an arrow telling you which way to go. Can you see it? It is right there, telling us to go that way. So those arrows are tiny, but you can find them if you're looking. We're both out of breath. So they say on this trail you will get lost, you will run into dead ends. This is what we just did. Alright, it's windy up here, so hopefully you can hear me good. We just came through this little crevice, and then we had to climb up onto this rock, which then leads straight down. Not climbable, but out there is a sign with the arrow saying we need to go that way. And we weren't quite sure how to get to it. So if we turn back around, we can see that this was where we came up. Down at the bottom, we needed to turn and go around that side of the rocks. So we're going to climb back down and go around. Right up there is where we just were. On the other side, we retraced our steps and came back this way, and we figure there must be an arrow. Brittany found it. So as we hiked up this way last time, this is what we were met with. This way over here looks like an easier trail than this way. Where's the arrow? Oh, right there. Okay, right over here on the wall is the arrow. So that's why we missed it, because that's hard to see. So we're going to head that way. We made it down, found the arrow. Brittany is down standing. This rock here is what we were on top of the first time. So she stood down there to give you a comparison of just how big it is. So there's no way we would have made it down that, so we had to go back to the other route, but it was fun. Brittany is right down here. She just dipped out of view. There she is. And she's heading up to this arch so we can get a picture. And I'm down here waiting to take the picture. And I noticed this right on top of this rock. There is a tiny patch of sand. It had rained yesterday and grass is actually growing right out of the rock. So that's pretty impressive. So we went off the trail, went out onto these rocks, and set up the camera for a cool time lapse. And then we were just exploring around and going in these different little crevices and stuff behind us. And we were here for probably half an hour. And all of a sudden, Brittany looks over and sees another arrow on the rock. So we thought we were going to have to go back the way we came to the trail, but actually this is the trail. So we get to go back through this crevice over here that she was just checking out, and that'll lead us out. Alright, it's windy again, so hopefully you can hear me well. We are out of the fiery furnace. That was an awesome hike, well worth $6 because you can just go explore off the trails. We probably passed lots of the arrows and we didn't know. Lots of times we thought we had to go one way, really we had to go a different way. What time is it?
It is 3:15.
And we think it was probably 11 when we started, so about 4 hours.
Yeah.
So it says usually people are here for 3 to 4 hours, so that would be about right. You could definitely do it faster. We took our time and explored, but this is a great hike. I would definitely recommend it. Bye-bye.